Can you give us a little bit more detail around the process of how Keurig was able to do this successfully?
I think Keurig is a great example because Keurig was essentially a breakthrough box 3 business model, because what Keurig did was you make the coffee when you want to drink it. So it doesn't sit and its flavor and freshness gets lost. So you actually make the coffee when you need it. And Keurig created a brewer system which, for a customer, you don't see all the engineering complexity behind the brewer. It's such an easy, comfortable operation, because when you make coffee, there are so many variables that make a good cup of coffee, which is how much of the coffee grind that you put, how much water do you add, what temperature you heat the coffee, etc. So when you actually make it yourself, you may add too much water, you may add too much coffee powder. Whereas Keurig system automates all of that, takes all the human judgments away. So you put one of those K cups, you make the Keurig coffee, it's fresh, you make it when you need it. It's clean, easy to do operation. That was the brilliant business model. And once you buy the Keurig brewer, then you are locked in to their K cups. So it's a kind of a razor and blades business model, because they install the brewer in the office, then they get an annuity on the high margin K cups. The way Keurig executed this, so they wanted to test whether this kind of a product would actually be attractive. So therefore, even though the biggest market was the home market, because there are individual homes, there are millions and millions of homes. And if they can put a Keurig machine in every home, then obviously it's a humongous market. But that's just an assumption that individuals would want to put a Keurig machine in their kitchen. In order to test that assumption, what they did was they entered the office market. Office market was the low-cost experiment which proved to them that there is actually a bigger market that they can go after, which would be the at-home consumer market. And the office market didn't involve as much investment. It was a kind of a low-cost, low-risk experiment. What it also built was the brand name of Keurig, because if I'm working in a company and there is a Keurig machine there and I like it, then I say, you know what, I wouldn't mind having one at home. And of course, the price points have to be brought down, etc. But they learned a lot. That's a good example of placing a small bet first before placing a bigger bet. Creating the future is about nonlinear innovation. Box 1 also requires innovation, which is what I call linear innovation. Within your current business model, you continue to innovate. Box 3 is creating a new business model. That's what Box 3 is. Going back to the Keurig example, Green Mountain Coffee Roasters is the one who created Keurig. Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, their Box 1 business was coffee roasting. They roasted coffee and sold it in supermarkets. From coffee roasting, they went into hardware business, because Keurig is a hardware. That's the nonlinear innovation. So Box 3 is a nonlinear innovation, creating new business models.